expression for elastic energy. So in this case, consider a wire of length capital L and radius small r, which is suspended from a rigid support. Let the free end of the wire is loaded by weight, let's say F is equal to mg. Now let L plus small l be the length of wire after elongation. So small l is actually elongation in the wire. So we can write the expression as longitudinal stress is equal to F upon A, as you know. Longitudinal strength L, small l upon capital L from the definition. So Young's modulus we can write it is longitudinal stress upon longitudinal strain. So directly I am substituting the value F upon A upon small l upon capital L. So Y is equal to F upon A into capital L upon small l. Now from this expression I can write expression for F. So my F will be Y A L upon capital L. So this is expression for force, which is we are applying at the end of wire. So now the magnitude of stretching force increases from 0 to F, 0 to F during the elongation of the wire. So let small f be the force and small x be the corresponding extension at a certain instant during the process of extension. And saying here, the elongation will not take place suddenly. It will take some time. So during that time, so for small instant of time, we can say small f is my applied force and small x is the elongation. So this equation I can modify it as small f is equal to y a x. So small l is replaced by small x, which is elongation upon capital L. So this is the force. Now let dw, means this is a small work done, be the further for extension dx. Means now x was my initial extension for small instant of time. Now for next small instant of time, let's say for time dt, dw will be the small work done for small elongation in the wire, let's say it is dx. So according to our formula, as you know, work is equal to force into displacement. In general, this is the definition of work. So for small work done for small time instant, I will write this. So suppose this was my equation number 1. I can write from equation number 1, I will substitute the value of x. So it will be value of f, so it will be y a x upon L into dx. Now look at this equation carefully. The total work done in stretching the wire from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to small l, that is total extension. We can integrate this equation to find out the total work done. So suppose this is my equation number 2. Now I will integrate this equation. So the equation will become, it is from 0 to w. Here also it is from 0 to L, because my x will take value from 0, that is no extension, to total extension, that is capital small l. So here this will become w, and you can see Y A upon L are the constant for this experiment. So these we will take out from integration sign and we will integrate this quantity. So as you know, after integration W will be the integration of x is x square upon 2. The formula is integration of x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So that's why I will get this quantity, and this is the expression for total work done. So now we will substitute the limits here. So W will become YA upon L square upon 2 minus 0 square upon 2. So W will YA L into L square upon 2. So W is equal to, pay attention carefully here, in this way also I can write the expression. So suppose I am taking half here, YA small l upon capital L here and small l separately. So remember the equation that we had obtained for force. This is my force quantity. So this will be half into capital F into L. So we can say that work done is equal to half into load that we are applying into extension in the wire. So this work done by stretching the force is equal to energy gained by the wire. So this energy gained by the wire is called strain energy. Means when we apply a load or force to the free end of a wire, the wire get energy to have extension. So the strain energy is defined as the elastic potential energy gained by a wire during elongation by the force, that stretching force here. Now we will see this work done per unit volume. Means this is the work done. Now for a particular unit volume of cross section of a wire, we can write W is equal to this expression FL upon 2 upon volume of wire. So I can write W is equal to half F into L into, here I am writing volume separately, so it will be L into A. As you know, the volume is force, that is area into length of the wire. So if I will do it here, W is half into, let's see, I am taking F with A, F upon A, and I am taking small l and capital L. Now watch carefully, F upon A is expression for longitudinal stress and small l upon capital L is expression for longitudinal strain. So we can write work done per unit volume is equal to half into stress into strain. So W is equal to half into stress into strain. So Young's modulus is also the stress upon strain. This work is gained by the wire, so this is strain energy also. So strain energy per unit volume is equal to, if we substitute for stress here, means suppose I'm taking that strain energy of the wire is U, and W means Young's modulus is stress upon strain. So if I will substitute for stress is equal to Y into strain, I will write here half. For stress I am substituting Y into strain and the remaining strain term. So U will be half into Y into strain square. This is the another form of energy gained by the wire per unit volume. Also reversibly we can write strain energy per unit volume is equal to half into Y into means stress square upon 2y also we can write here. So this is the law. We can write stress square and we can write strain square also here. So these are the two expression, first expression and second expression for elastic energy gained by the wire by applied force. So this is very important derivation. This is asked for 4 marks and problems are also asked based on this particular derivation. So box this. The question will be, derive the expression for the elastic energy of the wire in the process of elongation, or it will be simply derive elastic energy is equal to half into stress into strain. Means you have to prove that. So this kind of question will be asked. Now we will solve some examples based on this chapter. Let us solve some examples based on elasticity. Now my first problem is a mild steel wire of radius 0.5 millimeter and length 3 meter is stretched by a force of 49 Newton. Calculate first longitudinal stress, second longitudinal strain and third elongation produced in the wire. Now this is very simple example. As you can see, the radius of wire, that is small r, is given, then force is given and length of the wire is also given, and in the bracket of the problem it is Young's modulus which is given. So it is Y is equal to, for mild steel it is 2.1, here in the bracket the value of Young's modulus is also given. So Y of mild steel is 2.1 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. Now let us write down the data of the problem. Radius is 0.5. It is given in millimeter. So it will be 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Then the length of the wire is given as it is 3 meter. And also force applied is given, which is 49 Newton. So we have to find first longitudinal stress, second longitudinal strength, and third elongation. So it is small n. So we will write formulas. For longitudinal stress, as you know, formula is F upon A, that is force upon area. For longitudinal strength, it is small l upon capital L. Now you can see, to find out longitudinal strength, firstly we require small l, that is elongation. So firstly we will find out longitudinal stress, and then elongation, and then longitudinal strength. Also the formula for Young's modulus is FL upon AL. We will use this formula to find out the elongation. So now let us find out longitudinal. Okay, this is your solution. So longitudinal stress is equal to F upon A. So it is 49 upon pi r square. So it is 49 upon 3.14, and our r is 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. You will square this, and on calculation you will get the value of longitudinal stress.
Lot of students waste their precious time watching cartoons, movies, reality shows on TV. Then they waste their time on social networking sites. When the students sit to study, they are unable to concentrate to get your studies finished, and they get low marks in exams. Parents shell out tons of money from their pockets for coaching classes. But who knows what is taught in these classes? Teachers at times get bugged up when you ask them questions. YouTube has a lot of information but little of use. This is where Study Spectrum TV channel comes in picture. Every chapter explained by different teachers with different examples and repeat telecasts. We remember 20% of the audio ads we hear, 30% of the printed items we see. But we remember 70% of the audio visuals. That is why video teaching is a powerful medium to learn. After watching Study Spectrum TV channel, you get a peaceful sleep with no tensions and no worries. You devote less time towards your studies and you get better marks in your exams. Visit us on www.studyspectrum.com. Follow us on Facebook. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe for Study Spectrum TV channel and keep edifying.
So on calculation, you will get the value of longitudinal stress as 6.237 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per meter square. So this is our first answer which is asked. Now for extension purpose, we will write the formula of Young's modulus, that is, it is y is equal to F A L upon capital L. So L will become YL upon FA. So now to find out elongation, that is small l of the wire, we will use the formula y is equal to F L upon A L. So from this formula, L will be FL upon YA. Now let us substitute the values. So small l is equal to F is 49, L is 3. Now Y is 2.1 into 10 raised to 11. A is, it is pi r square, so it is 3.142. My r is 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So we will square this. So on calculation, you will get the value of L. So before that, I will arrange it properly. So it is 10 raised to 11 into 10 raised to minus 6. So L is equal to, we will calculate this, and the value of small l will be the elongation in the wire. So it is equal to, on calculation you will get 0.8911 meter. So this is r, it will be in millimeter. So if you want in meter, you can write 89.11 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter. So now this was the elongation, that is small l. Box your answer. Now we have to find the last one, longitudinal strain. So longitudinal strain is small l upon capital L. So substitute the value of small l. We will write as, I am writing here in meter upon. So on calculation, the longitudinal strain will be 2.970 into 10 raised to minus 4. As you know, longitudinal strain or any kind of strain have no unit, since it is the ratio of similar quantities. So this was the solution of first problem. In this problem, firstly we had found the stress, longitudinal stress, the elongation, that is small l, and the third, that is longitudinal strain. Now here you have the second example. Calculate the change in volume of a lead block of volume 1 meter cube subjected to a pressure of 10 atmosphere. Also calculate compressibility of lead, and in the bracket it is given 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.013 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, and K, that is bulk modulus, is given as 8 into 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter square. Now this is simple example related to bulk modulus. So initially we will write the data. volume is given as 1 meter cube. Also the applied pressure is given as, it is 10 atmosphere, but also the conversion factor is given. So we will convert it from atmospheric pressure to in the quantity of Newton per meter square. So we will multiply it by 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. So this is the required pressure. Now K is given, that is bulk modulus is given. It is 8 into 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter square. And now we have to find dV, change in volume, and also compressibility. So we will write the formula. Formula for bulk modulus is, as you know, is K is equal to V into dP upon dV, where V is volume, dP is pressure, applied pressure, and dV is change in volume. So to find out dV, let us start solving. From formula we can write dV is equal to V into dP upon K. So we will substitute the value. So dV is equal to, V is 1, dP is here, we can say 1.013 into 10 raised to 6. Upon the value of K, it is 8 into 10 raised to 9. So on calculation you will get the change in volume. So it is 1.266 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter cube. So this is your first answer, box it. Secondly, we have to find out compressibility. As you know, compressibility is 1 upon bulk modulus, that is 1 upon K. So it will be 1 upon 8 into 10 raised to 9. We will find out the reciprocal of 1 upon 8, and it is 1.25 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter square per Newton. The unit will be reversed. So suppose I am denoting compressibility by C. So this is your answer. Box it. And in the answer you have to mention it properly. dV is equal to 1.266 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter cube, and compressibility is equal to 1.25 into 10 raised to minus 9 meter square per Newton. So this is your second problem. a square steel plate has area 1 meter square and thickness of 5 centimeter. The lower surface is fixed. A tangential force is applied to top surface and it displaces through 0.005 centimeter. Find shearing stress, shearing strength if the modulus of rigidity of steel is 4.2 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square. Now this problem is based on third type of stress and strain, that is shearing stress, shearing strain and modulus of rigidity related to shearing stress and shearing strain. Now before we will write the data. Now here the area of the plate is given, it is 1 meter square. Then thickness, we can say the diameter, or just we will denote it by D, it is 5 centimeter. Thickness is not diameter, thickness is, see you have the circular plate and the thickness means depth is given, we can say it is denoted by D. So it is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. From centimeter we are converting it into meter. Now the lower end of the disc is plate is fixed and the tangential force is applied. So the tangential displacement it is 0.005. It is given in the form of centimeter. So in the form of meter this will be 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter. Now we have to find, now here I will write in the short form shearing stress, second shearing strain. These, so lateral displacement is given 0.005 centimeter. So in meter we will write 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter, and here we have to find the shearing stress and shearing strain. So we will write formula here. Shearing stress is just apply force upon area. Now shearing strain here, shearing strain, you know, lateral displacement upon distance from fixed point. So let's start solving. Firstly we will find the shearing strength. So shearing strength, let us substitute the values. It is lateral displacement upon distance from fixed layer. So lateral displacement is 5 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter, and the distance from a fixed layer is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2, which is the thickness. Thickness is a distance only. So shearing strength, we get 10 raised to minus 3. Since this is a strength, that is ratio of similar quantities, no unit will be there. Now from this shearing strength we will find shearing stress by using the formula of modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity, as you know, it is shearing stress upon shearing strength. So modulus of rigidity, that it is given by the symbol eta. So we will substitute the values here. We have to find shearing stress. So this will be as it is. Shearing strain is -3, and modulus of rigidity is also given in the problem. It is given as the modulus of rigidity is 4.2 into 10 raised to 6. So I will substitute here. So shearing stress will be 4.2 into 10 raised to 6 into 10 raised to -3 is equal to shearing stress. So interchanging the side, shearing stress is equal to, calculating these two terms, you will get 4.2 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. So now this is your required answer. So we find here the shearing stress and shearing strain. So shearing stress is 4.2 into 10 raised to 3 and shearing strain is equal to that 10 raised to -3. So these are two required answer. In the below you can mention it properly by writing answer is equal to shearing stress is this and shearing strain is this. Now our next problem is copper and steel wires of same length and same area of cross section are joined end to end. The composite wire is suspended from a rigid support and load is applied to its free end. If the increase in length of the composite wire is 3.1 millimeter, find the increase in the length of copper wire and steel wire. This is very simple sum. You have two wires made up of copper and steel. They are joined together, and from combined wire we are having a load applied across the free end of the wire, and there is increase in the length of composite wire. It is given 3.1 millimeter. Now from this we have to find increase in each length of the wire. Now here two more quantities are also given. Young's modulus for copper is 1.1 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, and similar for Young's modulus for steel is 2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. Now we will write the data. Here that is combined extension in the wire is given. It is 3.1, and the Young's modulus for copper is given. So I will write it as YCU. It is 1.1 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, and that is for steel. It is 2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. Now here we have to find now suppose I am taking small L1, it is extension in copper wire, and small L2 extension in steel wire. Then we have to find L1 and L2. Now the formula we will using here. The formula of Young's modulus, it is Y is equal to FL upon AL. Now let's start solving. Now by using this formula, here we are taking L1 and L2 be the increase in length of copper wire and increase in the length of steel wire respectively. Then for both the wires, we can write by using this formula. Now here you can see only L1 and L2 are different, since the wire means first in the initial condition wire are of same length, same cross sectional area, and even in same amount of force we are applying here to extend the wire. So for these two formulas we will divide one by one. So all quantities will get cancelled and you will get this ratio. It is L2 upon L1. So we will substitute value. Firstly, interchange the side. It is 1.1 into 10 raised to 11 for copper, and for steel it is 2 into 10 raised to 11. So ratio here you will get L2 upon L1 is equal to 1.1 upon 2. Now from this particular ratio your value will be 0.55, but we have to find each individual extension in the wire. So from this you will write L2 is equal to 0.55 L1. So this is giving the relationship between L1 and L2. Now our total extension, that is total extension in copper and steel wire was 3.1. It was 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 in the form of meter. It was given as millimeter. So we have L1 plus L2 is equal to 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. It is given condition in the problem. So in this equation we can substitute for L2. So L1 plus 0.55 L1 is equal to 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So we can take L1 common, and in the bracket there will be 1 plus 0.55. So it is 1.55 is equal to 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So dividing right hand side by 1.55, you will get L1 as 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, and substituting this L1 into equation L1 plus L2 is equal to 3.1 into 10 raised to minus 3, you will get L2 is equal to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So in the answer you will write extension in the copper wire is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, and extension in the steel wire is 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, or just 2 millimeter and 1.1 millimeter. So in this way this problem is solved. You can see this is very simple problem. You just have to take the ratios of formulas, Young's moduli. Next problem is compute the greatest length of steel wire that can hang vertically without breaking under its own weight. Now, breaking stress of steel wire is 7.2 into 10 raised to 8 Newton per meter square, and density of steel is given 7800 kg per meter cube. Now here we have to find greatest length of steel wire that can hang vertically. Now in the data we will write the given thing is breaking stress of steel is given. It is given as 7.2 into 10 raised to 8 Newton per meter square. And secondly, density. That density we can write it as rho. It is given as 7800 kg per meter cube, and we have to find that total length. That is capital L, total length of the wire. Now, formula. Here you can see there are only two quantities which are given here. So in this particular formula we will use the formula of stress only, that stress is equal to force upon area. Now let's start solving. How to solve this problem? Now let L, that is capital L, is the length of wire, and let A, capital A, be the cross sectional area. Then the mass of the wire we can write see here density is given, and as you know density is mass upon volume. So mass we can write density into area. Sorry, density into volume. So M is equal to density rho is given, and volume will be length into area. So let us substitute the quantities. Length we have to find, and area is also not given. So this we will keep as it is. Now this is mass, and the weight of the wire will be, we will multiply this mass by 9.8, we will get weight of wire. So it will be 7800 into L into A into 9.8. So this means this weight we can say it is force, or this is the force we are applying at the, means the wire is holding this force.